Good morning, everyone. I'm sitting at my computer, which means there's a giant green screen here because of Twitch. But yeah, yesterday I was looking at a bunch of baby videos, which is really fun, and I want to do it more. I want to watch more baby videos, so hopefully I can convince my mom to do that at some point. She's sitting across from me. Do it. But yeah, I'm really excited because it's really weird. It's like really weird seeing myself because I have like vague memories of like what I was thinking and what I felt like when I was in some of when I was in Hawaii, but I don't remember much of it, so it's really cool to go and see that.
Okay, so we are going to California soon. And so I thought we would try and get our bathing suit game together, see what we got and what we don't have.
We gotta go buy more. I don't have a bikini yet.
So
I want the one from the video with the baby. I want it.
Oh, we could do it when you
that one. I want it.
They make that for your size. I got into our bathing suit bag today, and I pulled out this bathing suit I was unfamiliar with. Yeah, and it said size 10, and so I was like, when did I buy that? Because I usually buy a little bit bigger size of bathing suit, and I was like, I don't remember buying that, but I'll try it on. And so I totally
infected bathing suit.
I totally sausaged into this, and it was pretty tight, but you know, it was it was interesting. I sausaged into it, and then a little bit later, when I was thinking about Presley, I remembered that last time Presley went to LA, they went without a bathing suit, and so she had to buy one. So I went back and looked at the video of you guys parasailing, which will be a link right over here. You and Daddy parasailing, and Presley was totally wearing that bathing suit. So that is a size 10 child bathing suit, and not a size 10 women's bathing suit. And I did not vlog it. Of course, Daddy asked if I vlogged it. I did not. It wasn't the easiest to get into, and I hope I didn't really stretch it out. So now I'm hoping that I'm assuming it's gonna fit you.
It's my favorite bathing suit.
I can sausage into it. So let's try it on and see if you can. We got Cooper's set, and I'm just gonna wear an old bathing suit that fits, and then we'll see if you guys have.
Is the puppy gonna try on a bathing suit? Is the puppy gonna try bathing suit on?
No, Clyde's staying here.
Oh, there's a puppy nose. Oh, hello, puppy. Oh, you're a good boy. You're a good boy, aren't you? Come here.
His breath is a little off.
Oh, he's a good boy.
He needs a toothbrush.
Hi. He's a good boy. You want your bone? Shake. There you
go. Oh, good job. Now give him his bone.
Sit. There you go.
Okay, so bathing suit, is that good? Yeah?
Bathing suit is good.
Now Clyde's gonna eat it in your bed. Clyde's eating it in your bed.
Yeah, I think that's good. So let's try on the other one too, so we see if we have two. There's no dog there?
No.
No.
It's a puppet.
Okay, I like this one too. So that one totally fits also. Yeah, and that one has a lot of coverage if it gets if you're starting to get burnt and stuff. Okay, so I know we'll take both of them because I feel like we're going to be in the water a lot, and so one of them may be wet at certain times, and then you got to get back into your bathing suit, and you're going to be very happy that you have one wet and one dry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. I love that we don't have to combine more.
I love that there's no dog.
What's that sound?
That's just my stomach. There's no dogs here. It's not a dog, I promise.
Can I peek under here?
There's not a dog in there.
Are you enjoying a breath bone in the privacy under the covers?
Alright, so we're going to do the same problem we did last night. Just kind of reinforce some of these ideas, right? So a brand of raspberry jam costs 43 3/4 cents per ounce. What fraction of a dollar is the unit price?
Right.
Okay, so unit price is per ounce, so we're fine.
Okay.
So 43 3/4 cents is the unit price, but they want to know what fraction of a dollar that is, right?
Why? Why?
There's
Why?
I don't know. I don't.
Trust me, this all comes in handy. There's and plus they're just puzzles. Like, don't think about it as a word problem. Think about it as a puzzle that you're trying to solve. It makes it more fun.
I like moving the puzzle.
All right, so there's a pretty good clue here. What fraction of a dollar is the unit
Well,
price?
it also says in the thing.
So what format will your answer likely take?
A fraction.
A fraction.
As it says up here. Solve, simplify the answer from my change all mixed numbers to improper fractions.
So let's just change mixed numbers
To improper fractions.
to improper fractions, right?
Oh, there we go.
Not
It says fraction of dollar.
You could end up with a non-mixed number and leave it that way, but you're looking for a fraction. What fraction of a dollar? Okay? So we're going to tackle this. There's lots of different ways to tackle this. I showed you a couple of ways last night, but we'll tackle it kind of the way they tackle it in the book to start off with.
Yes.
And then we'll do it my way too.
Yes.
All right, so 43 3/4 cents is what fraction of, 100? Right? So you're going to rewrite that as a fraction of a dollar. So it's 43 3/4 cent over 100.
Okay.
Right? Because that's the fraction of a dollar that it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yes.
So you've got 43 3/4 over 100. And so now you've got this mixed number, 43 3/4, that you need to turn into a fraction.
Mm-hmm.
How did we say that we did that?
How
do you turn 43 3/4 into a fraction?
I don't know, the way I would go about it is I would turn 43 into a fraction and then add it to 3/4. But
Yeah, that totally works. Remember, that's what you did last night.
yes.
Yeah. Do you want to do it that way?
Yes.
All right.
That's the
So
way that
how do we turn 43 into a
makes more
fraction?
sense to me. So 43 into a fraction would be 43 over 100.
No.
Wait, no? It would not be? 43, over,
No, don't worry about the decimal place. You just want to turn 43 into a fraction.
oh, I want to turn 40, okay, not 0.43.
No.
43 over, 43, that would be 1 over 1.
43 over 1. Yeah.
Yes.
That's 43 into a fraction. And now you're going to add 3/4.
To 43 over 1.
Yep. And how do you do that?
So the common denominator would be 4.
Yep.
So make that a 4, and then we need to times 43
Mm-hmm.
by 4, which I need to see in front of me too. 43, 4. 4 times 3 is 12, so 2 carry 1, and 4 times 4 would be 16 carry 1, 17.
Yep, 172.
Mm-hmm.
So you got 172 over 4 plus 3/4 equals what?
That would be 175 over
175 over 4. Okay, so now we've turned 43 3/4
4. Into 175 over 4.
into 175 quarters.
Yay!
Right?
That's
Okay,
proper.
so now we've worked this so you can come back to it. Okay, so we went from here to here,
Yes.
and now we have 175 over 4 over 100,
Oh.
right? Because we're taking this problem and bringing it down here.
Yes.
Yeah? So we turned this part into that, so you can just replace 43 3/4 with 175 over 4, because they mean the same thing. So that's exactly what we did. We replaced that with 175 over 4, but that's still over 100, right? So let's write this a different way too, to make it a little bit easier,
Okay.
right? So what's another way that we could write this problem?
Another way that we could write this problem?
Yeah. So what does this mean? What is
175. Oh, 175 over 4 divided by
175
Yes.
over 4 divided by 100, and then just so over 1. So since we're doing fractions, let's make it that.
Yes.
Yeah. So we've got a fraction divided by a fraction. What do you do with a fraction divided by a fraction?
Fraction divided by a fraction is flip it over, multiply. Flip 1 over multiply.
Times.
Yes.
Okay. What does that equal?
175 times 1 is 175. 4 times 100 is 400.
400.
175 over 4.
Now what we want to do is simplify, right?
Whee!
What we've talked about this. What's a good way to simplify these?
Well, what I usually is you would find, like, okay, well,
What's the obvious one for
25.
25? Yep. So how many 25s are there?
How many 25s are there? 75 is 3 25s, and 100 is 4 25s. So that would be 7 25s.
25s? How many
And
25s are there?
400 would be 16 25s? Wait.
16.
Yes.
Yep. So 7/16.
7 16.
that
That's
is That is the answer to this problem.
Yes.
So 43 3/4 cents is 7/16 of a dollar.
Okay.
Okay? So that's how we got there. So what I would do with this problem,
Whoa.
just to show you the alternative solution, just because 3/4 kind of works, right? Is I would take 0.43 and then it's and 3/4, which what is 3/4 in a decimal?
3/4 would be.
Think about 3/4.
3/4.
Like in money. How much is 3/4?
It's 3. Wait, what 3/4? 3/4 would be. Wait, what do you mean in money?
How many cents is 3/4?
How many cents? is 3/4 of these on
75 cents, right? So 3/4 is 0.75, right? And so if you just take 0.43 and then turn that into 75, the 3/4, you end up with 0.4375 as your decimal. And if you want to turn that into a fraction, that is 4375 over what? Over 10,000. Right, which is a pretty big fraction, granted.
Yeah.
So you end up with 4,375 over 10,000, and then you simplify that.
Wowee.
And if you simplify that, you end up with 7/16 again.
Yes.
Right. So you could start with 25 there. I think 125 maybe the actual. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. If you start by 25, like you can do these iteratively.
Right.
So you could even do 5, divide both by 5, and then divide again, and divide again, and divide again, and then eventually you'll get down to 7/16. So this one just works because 3/4 turns into a really quick 0.75, right? If it was something that was repeating or nasty, then using their methods to kind of go through and do the full math works, get you the answer. But understanding why you can do it both ways, I think, is pretty important.
And so would you like to tell us why she needs, what practical applications this have in your life?
I mean, a lot of what I do. Like, well, number one, I do a lot of math.
Unit prices.
I do a lot of math for a living, so I use math a lot. But even if you don't use math for a living, I use like geometry. I use when I'm painting, when I'm building cabinets, just figuring out like the square footage and how much paint I need to put paint on the wall. You have to figure out the area of all of these kinds of things. When I'm figuring out where this is a little home theatery, but like when I'm figuring out how big a TV to get or how far away to sit from it, I know that I want my viewing angle on my TV to be about 35 degrees because that's sort of an optimal like THX viewing angle. And so I have to know if my screen is this big, how far away do I need to be so that I've got a 35-degree viewing angle.
Right.
So you use that a lot.
But this is unit price of jam.
Well, it's not unit price of jam. Like, that's what you have to get out of your head. It has nothing to do with
I know it
unit
has
price of
nothing to do
jam.
with
There's
unit
absolutely
jam.
nothing to do with it. It's how do I solve, like, what fraction of a dollar this is. Like, how much tip am I going to leave, right? What is, if I want to leave 15% on this check, what is 15% of what I'm putting in there? That's math, right? It's just, it's all over the place, right? You use it constantly. And your life is easier if you know how to do it. Because you can just pop up instead of being like, wow, I wonder how far I should sit away from my TV. Like, I can figure out how far I should sit away from my TV, right?
And you would totally put the couch in the middle of the room if that was the optimum viewing?
I would, in fact. I want my couch to be here, so I buy a TV of the right size
Right.
to give me my viewing angle so that I don't put it in the middle of the room because we've been married long enough. I know that I'm not allowed to do that anymore. I don't have a dedicated room to do that anymore. But like, yeah, geometry you use a lot. Like at work I use calculus because you're figuring like the area under the square, which is kind of really important, or the area under a graph, which is really important, or the area inside of a circle graph. Kind of thing. It's a crazy thing. But I'm figuring out like the distribution of student inquiries across a period of time, and so you had to use calculus to do that. Cooper got out the magnifying glass. And Cooper had out the magnifying glass, and we were sort of doing the thing where you make a little tight little circle and you burn something, right? And so I was going to get with you, and we've talked a lot about how you're taking all of the light that hits the surface area of the magnifying glass and focusing it down into a tiny little point. And so I was going to get you to figure out how many times focused is that point. Yeah, how much are you reducing that? So what is the area of the magnifying glass versus the area of the dot that you're putting on the ant, which you don't do.
I know.
but whatever. So yeah, we're calculating the area of those two circles and seeing what the difference is between those two circles so that you can say I'm reducing the surface area by 100 times.
I burned my ruler.
Right. And so that would be an area of time that you would use it to see how much you're focusing the light to determine those kinds of things.
And determine the optimal.
Yeah. It's just you understand the world better if you understand, because math is everywhere, and
Right.
I mean the universe is math.
A constant.
Right. And so the better you understand math, the better you understand the world around you.
Yeah.
Right. And it's fun. It's just puzzles.
It's just puzzles.
You're solving puzzles.
Sometimes they're extremely frustrating puzzles.
They can be
but-
frustrating, but they can be fun too. Okay? So take this. This has got the steps. Here, let me. We did this. We turned it into that. We turned that into that. And then we simplified to that. And we got our answer. So go try and do the other 4 problems or 3 problems following that same methodology, and let's see if you get the same thing.
Yay.
Yeah?